Hey everybody, Corey again for Central Coast Disc Golf, here to cover all the round 3 action. You may have saw Philo's Albatross, but I promise there's so much more. Tournament Central is brought to you by Marin Disc Sports, a proud retailer of legacy discs, aiming to provide the highest quality products and the highest quality service. Please give them a look at marindiscsports.com and use the code CCDG15 for 15% off your entire order. Now, let's get to the action. Getting us started, Ricky Wysocki, your leader, coming into round 3, unleashes a pump on hole 1. Unfortunately, would have to settle with the 4 after missing a outside the circle putt. Here he is on hole 2, trying to get back on the horse. Laser line drive into the green. Unfortunately, would have a very tricky lie as the disc would lodge inside that fern. Would have to settle with casual relief behind and would not have a clean reach back with that leaf in his way. Could not convert, and that would be the only putt inside the circle Ricky would miss today. He had a 94% inside the circle putting percentage. That's lights out, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is unleashing a bomb on hole 7. On this West course, there are plenty of open par 4s for Ricky to just absolutely let loose on. Cleaning up his 3 on hole 7. Unleashing another Wysocki bomb. When you give him a wide open fairway and a 750-foot hole, that's easy pickings. Here he is on hole 10. Crushing one all the way into the hallway of a green and is able to convert for the deuce. From there, Ricky would be putting. Ricky would finish down 8 and still in the lead heading into the final round. Now to the man of the hour, Mr. Philo Braithwaite. Here he is starting off his round on hole 1, unleashing a beast down the fairway, setting himself up for that treacherous upshot on the par 4 hole 1. Clean. But that's cleaner. That would be one of 2 outside the circle putts made by Philo today. That combined with his 94% inside the circle putting percentage would allow him to shoot a down 10 on the day. You'd think that would be the hot round, but unfortunately Mr. Macbeth off of the 5th card shot a down 12. Big shouts to Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, for capturing that round. Catching up to the act, I'm sure you have seen it. Linda Cohn spoke over it on SportsCenter this morning. Wow, that's an albatross. Looking to keep the momentum going. Here he is on the par 3, hole 14, aka the dream hole. He is able to convert the only deuce on the card on that hole. He would finish the round down 10, 2 strokes behind your leader, Ricky Wysocki, but looking to make a move on Sunday.
Wow. Definitely better than I expected and better than I've done in history at this course, even years prior when the layout was a little bit easier to score on. So I'm a little surprised that it all happened, especially like yawning like every 5 minutes before I teed off, and just didn't really feel like I had the energy today, but maybe sometimes those are the days where you play your best when you're not 100% maybe up here or something, I don't know.
Cool, man.
I don't know
Speaking of history
say,
though, how about that albatross?
That was awesome, man. I mean, I had no idea it went in. I was just thinking, yes, I made the corner finally once in my life, you know, and even better than in the corner in the basket.
Cool, man.
2 times.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Now on to Kyle Crabtree, a man I didn't have the pleasure of knowing before this, but watched him play, and the man is smooth. Here he is on hole 1, unfortunately turning it over a little bit. Would settle with the 4. Able to convert on a big putt on hole 2. I feel like this guy's played this course before. He had hole 3 dialed in, very tough ante shot, and
Dialed in, huh, buddy?
able to hit the bird. He was lights out today, very smooth, very clean throughout his round. He would only miss one inside the circle putt, and it was a tester from right at circle's edge. That would leave him with a 95% putting percentage inside the circle. He was bogey free. And how about Nate Sexton? After playing consistent golf the first 2 days, shooting a down 8 and then a down 7, would come into round 3 and do exactly the same thing. He would finish the round at down 5, a little bit of a disappointment after the first 2 rounds, but setting himself up in a position to make a run on round 4. Here he is struggling with arguably the easiest hole on the course, hole 4, and he couldn't quite get it going early in the round. Fortunately, he would find his momentum on the back 9. Here he is on hole 11, canning a putt. Hole 12, canning a putt. And hole 13, canning a putt. Now, none of these were outside the circle, and unfortunately, he did miss 2 inside the circle, but would leave himself a 90% putting percentage inside the circle, and that's good enough to go bogey free. Now, friends, you heard me say all of our lead card is over 90%, and all of our lead card went bogey free. That's right, no bogeys in the entire round for any of our 4 players. Now moving on to our Masters division, and there was a battle brewing between the champ, Ken Climo, and San Francisco native, Patrick Brown. Here's Champ starting off his round with a big hyzer. And here's the man, Patrick Brown, looking to take down Ken Climo. There was an absolute battle on the course. Big putt after big putt after big putt. These guys were going back and forth. Here's Climo punching one in. Looks to drive the dagger deeper with a 50-foot on the hole. Big par 5. But Patrick Brown would have none of that. Huge step putt. These guys would not relent. They would just keep on canning everything. Climo would have the last laugh as he would finish 1 stroke better than Patrick Brown, where he would head into the final round leading by 1. Next is Katrina Allen, the leader going into round 4. She would finish today down 1, being the only female competitor to finish under par, and it was with shots like this. A massive drive on the Genius hole, hole 9 on the East course, followed by a silky smooth upshot. It's as routine as it gets, folks. That's a bird. Here she is canning a long one. She would finish down 1 and 5 strokes ahead of Paige Pierce heading into the final round. Again, Tournament Central is brought to you by Marin Disports. Please give them a look at marindisports.com and use the code CCDG15 for 15% off your entire order. Please, if you support Central Coast Disc Golf, support Marin Disports, bringing us out here to Beaver State. Anything you can do to support them supports us.